message for a lot of people. Um, a lot of times we think that we're the only ones with problems, or our problems is the worst problems. That is not so. Nevertheless, we all have our own struggle. I'm going to give you a short story because I'm not going to be on here long. Today, I met a young man who had been to war, and he was laughing and joking. He was so happy. He really amazed me to say he only had one leg. And he didn't act sad. He wasn't feeling sorry for himself. I could tell. He had a very positive attitude. And that's what I loved about him. And he only had one leg. So think about the problems you have compared to his problem. It could always be worse. Number two, I met another lady and we started a conversation because if you know me, you know I talk to anybody. Uh, I love talking to people, and it really makes me feel good when people feel comfortable enough to talk to me about issues. Okay, so I met this lady and we started talking, and some kind of way we got on the subject of her losing her husband. She lost her husband at 50 years old. He had a small knot on his shoulder, and then it grew. And by the time she got he got to the doctor and he ran tests, he was in stage 4 cancer. She had to take care of him. Luckily, her job let her work from home. And we were just discussing uh, how hard it is when you have family members that you love and you see them dying and there's nothing you could do. That discussion prompted me to come on and give you guys an insight on life. It could always be worse. The third person I met, all of this is in one day. God is good. The third person I met was a couple. They had 2 children with them. And the kids were very, very mannerable, cute kids. So, I started talking to them. So while the wife was doing something else, the husband shared with me that their daughter dropped dead at 27 years old. And as so far, they didn't know what was the cause because, of course, that happened, I think, a couple of days ago. And they were buying stuff in Walmart for the kids because they wanted to take the kids. And the husband says, well, we can afford it. So we want to take them to give them a life. That was their daughter. Of course, the husband, which they didn't know for sure if he was going to let them keep the kids, but they were still buying stuff for the kids. Nevertheless, that was their grandkids. I said all of that to say this. Don't you ever think you're the only one. Don't you ever think your problems is the worst in the whole wide world, because there are people with just as many problems, if not more, than you or me. I know other people have problems. So when you have your problems, get on your knees and pray. Ask God to help you with it and try to move on. Try to deal with it. We all gonna have ups and downs and things that we gotta deal with in life. That's life. Where none of us are exempt from having problems. So, with that being said, I want you guys to have a nice day. I just wanted to share that with you. I know it's kind of brief, but I love you guys. And a lot of times people need to hear certain things uh, in order to manifest and to move on with their life. So, you guys have a nice day, and I'll be back. And don't forget, I love you.